went to bed. She's so funny because when she wants to go to bed, she gets Minnie Mouse, she gets her milk, and she goes over to the crib and she's trying to climb in. So she's lifting up her leg. Anyhow, so I put on Frozen and she went to bed. And he was out and now he's sleeping in my bed. So everybody should be good. See what happens. Let me find it on here and we will get started. Why isn't it? Where is it? Oh, maybe this one's a little delayed. Okay, let me just start, then I'll find it on there next. Anthony, messages from Cancer, and does she think about me these days? She does think about you from time to time. She may be telling you that she's busy with work, that she kind of enjoys her job. She could be telling you that she's looking forward to traveling, and she's got a new journey on the horizon around travel. She also may tell you that she's feeling a little bit of relief around money and finances, and she could have just paid off a bill, a debt, or a loan, which really makes her happy. Pumpkin Pie, love reading for February. Okay, you may have choices in February. If you're not with anyone right now in a commitment, you'll have choices come February. You have feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, a Leo enters. Another fire sign enters. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, also a Virgo is around. You could be feeling very passionate about your life moving forward to greener pastures with relationships that are very well functioning. Listen to your intuition when it comes to love. A new journey starts. A new journey begins in February. Anthony. Jay. Will Jay try to contact me? I think at some point, yeah, it just may take a minute. Talia, general for the week ahead. General for the week ahead. You've got life may start to move forward quickly and you should feel relief around life moving forward. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business makes you feel like it's coming back to you, like the hard work you put in is paying off. Life comes back into balance. Negativity moves into the past. You could be hearing from somebody you've been hoping to hear from. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Lay down the law, set up boundaries with anybody you feel needs it, and you have some people coming in here. You've got a Libra, a Scorpio, and a Capricorn that enter. Not bad. Red. Will I get return? Will I get return? Yes. I don't know what the question means, but the answer is yes. Oh, is it a tax return? Will you get a tax return? Yes, I think you will. Rimmel, how come my manager checked the work availability for my coworker but not me, even though I handed in my work availability change one time? How come my manager changed? How come my manager changed the work availability for my coworker but not me, even though I handed in my work availability change one time? Right? I'm not really sure if I'm understanding the question, but let me see what the cards say. So what I'm thinking is that you asked for a change and they couldn't accommodate you. Somebody else asked and they were able to accommodate. That's the way I'm understanding it. I hope it's right. So what the cards say, at the time that you asked, either it could like either they didn't have coverage for something, or it didn't work, whatever it was that you needed, so they had to say no, or they couldn't accommodate you. This person, it seems like whatever their shift was, or whatever it was that they couldn't do or needed to be changed, they had somebody else around that could either switch it or flip it, or whatever the situation was. I don't think it necessarily has anything to do with them not wanting to do it for you. I just think it didn't work, or they didn't have enough coverage, or whatever the situation was, where now it looks like they do. And the person seemed to be very, like, stressed out about whatever it was. Not that that should make a difference, but, you know, either you have it or you don't. Like, either you have someone to cover or you don't. Anyways. Tiffany, what does Tara want me to know? Life is growing, changing, and transforming. Things are moving forward. You've got the Magician. You've got the ability to manifest new opportunities. If you're feeling stuck in some area of your life, focus on what you want more of, not what you want less of, and things could change. You have a committed relationship coming in. If you're already in this relationship, great. Things are moving forward. If you're not with anyone, you have a Virgo, and you have a Scorpio coming in. That could be potential. Lay down the law, set up boundaries with anybody you feel may be overstepping, and you could make a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that you feel no longer serve you. You ask, am I wrong for the things I told my partner? Nope, you're not wrong. I don't know what you said, but if you were like talking about feelings, your feelings are never wrong. They're never wrong, but they always come back to me. You know what I mean? Like let's say, for example, I'm upset with something. Like let's just say I said to the partner, like I feel like you don't respect me because, I don't know, you don't clean the bathroom. That's legitimate. I mean, it's legitimate to feel like that. Like, I've asked you to clean the bathroom and you didn't clean it. Why do I have to do it? I get it. But why? Because that person is lazy or a slob or doesn't want to clean, does that make you feel disrespected? Because one thing doesn't equal the other, although that's how we feel. You know what I mean? So whatever the situation is, whatever you said, your feelings are always valid. But if you want to get to the bottom of it, you have to figure out why whatever it was bothered or upset you. Because that's the answer. It's not really what the other person did. That's just bringing it out, or that's just showing you what the issue is. And like sometimes, this is a good example. When I first started dating Tom years ago, I was young. I think I was maybe I was 22. Maybe I was 21. I don't remember. Anyway, excuse me. So we worked with this girl, Heather. Heather, she always had a boyfriend, but she always had, like, I don't know, she was with one guy for like a really long time, and then they broke up, and then she was with somebody that she worked with in the store, and then I think they broke up and she went back to the first guy. It was madness. Anyhow, so when she was dating the guy that worked in the store with us, she wanted to make him jealous, and I knew exactly what the fuck she was doing. So Tom had just gotten a new car, and around the corner a new deli opened, and she wanted to go to the deli. She didn't want to go to the deli. She didn't want to go for a ride in Tom's car. She wanted her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, or whoever the fuck it was, standing outside to see her get in his car. That's what she wanted. That's what her intentions were. And all the bullshit. Oh, I want to drive in your car, take me to the deli. And he's asshole thinks that she really wants to go for a ride in the car. She didn't. She wanted him to see her get in the car. That's what she wanted. She wanted him to, where is she going? I wonder what she's doing with him. And she was using my boyfriend to do that. I was fucking livid. But, and so you know what happened? I did exactly what I tell everybody else not to do. When we left, when I went home from work, he was like, "Okay, call me later." I never called him, and he called me like later on that night. He was like, "You were never going to call me again," and I was like, "Yeah, I was never going to call you again." He was like, "What was the big deal?" And I told him, I'm like, "She used you to make him jealous," and he was like, "And so what?" And right, why did that bother me? But it fucking lit me up. Anyway, comes back to me. I was jealous. Like, I didn't want her. I didn't want him to be an accessory in her drama. And anyway, we got past it, right? And we wound up laughing about it, years later. But why did it bother me? Because I trusted him. I knew nothing was going to happen. But it really fucking pissed me off. Why? Why? Doesn't have to do with him. It had to do with me. Why was I so insecure? And I was pissed. When I got home and I told my mother, she was like, "I think you might be making a big deal out of nothing." I was livid. Anyway. Anyway. uh, UAF, love General. I'm wondering if this is even going to work out anymore. Oh, no. I think it is. I think it is. I think that you guys could get past it. There's growth, change, and transformation coming in and around your situation. An argument or a fight or whatever could heal itself and move into the past, and your relationship has the ability to strengthen. And it does look like things could move forward with the Four of Wands. So whatever happened tonight, I think you guys could get past it. But unfortunately, like, you may know that you got to look in and see what it is that's bothering you with the situation. He may not know that, and it's hard to like tell someone, you better check yourself, or you better figure it out, because then people get offended by that and it causes more drama. But the truth is that this relationship it's not over, and things can move forward. I mean, if you wanted it to end, you have the free will to do that, but I don't see that that's where it's going at this point. It looks like things are going to get better. I know, it's fucked up. It's not easy. It's definitely relationships and dealing with people. It's not easy. That's why I let Avery watch. I said to my friend, I let Avery watch Frozen too, because Elsa, she's a tough bitch. She left everyone behind and she went to go live in the forest with the animals. I totally understand. I totally get it, Elsa. Elizabeth, what is the next step for me what is the next step for me in intention? This is the X. That X is working overtime, I think. Well, he may be taking a break. He may feel like he's pulling his energy back a little bit, but he's going to reach out to you and he's trying to get in your good graces. He may be looking to rekindle things. He may be looking for things to move forward. I don't trust him. There's something that goes on around him with money. I don't know what that is, but there's something with money. But it looks like you're done with him. I think you're done with him. I do. I think you're done with him. Anyways, he'll be sorry. That guy will be sorry when he realizes that he's not getting anywhere with you. T-Bet, why did T ask me if everything was okay at work today? She seemed nervous about something. I think she may be afraid that she screwed something up. I don't think that she did. She may be afraid that she made some kind of a mistake or some kind of an error, or she may be in trouble for something. But I don't think she did. Did she report to you? Maybe that's why she asked you if everything was okay, because maybe she's figuring if she screwed something up, you would have found out about it by now. She is nervous. Yeah, she is nervous. But she should just tell you, because if she told you, then you guys can figure it out. Rimmel, will my manager change my work availability? Yeah, yeah, I would talk to them again, definitely. If this is like a retail job, which I'm thinking it is, because if you have availabilities, you know what I mean? It's usually, that's how it was where I worked. Um, Most of the time, managers do not want to screw around with good employees, because good employees are really, really, really hard to find. So I do think that they will help you out. Yeah, I would mention it again, or explain the situation or whatever, because I think you can get what you want. T-Vet, next romantic date with Aquarius. You should feel like this person's putting in a whole lot more effort, and you might be feeling like the relationship itself is functioning better. Let's see, when is it going to be? Could be next week. Could be next week. Relatively soon. Sepia General. You could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan, and that makes you feel relief. It looks like you're feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain around finances. An argument or a dispute may resolve itself and move into the past. You could make a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You could be spending time with a Virgo, or a relationship with a Virgo can move forward pretty quickly. And you could be feeling successful around business. Sepia Love. Lay down the law and set boundaries with anybody you feel may be overstepping. You've got choices around when it comes to love. Being guided by the divine, you can have a Virgo around. You could also have a Taurus around. You may have an Aquarius around, and you're no longer holding yourself back. You could be exploring new options. If you're looking for a committed relationship with a soulmate connection, you could start one sometime, I don't know, maybe sometime early spring. Sepia, me and Jonathan. You may feel like all of a sudden communication starts to pick up, and there's cause for celebration around communication coming in. Perseverance around the situation pays off. See an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Looks like things move forward. As we get towards the springtime, things look like, if you listen to your intuition, the relationship moves forward pretty quickly. It's got potential here. UF, I feel horrible because I was too candid. I came across as cold, but it's the truth how I feel. Your feelings are always valid. No, I don't think that. You know, you could always apologize and say, all right, maybe I came across too rough or whatever, however you feel. But I don't think that the way that you feel is, you know, it's not wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like you were too cold, I mean, in my situation, I was cold too. And I wasn't acting in a mature way. I was like, fuck you, which is not helping anybody. But my feelings were valid. Even though I was making a bigger deal out of nothing, it's still valid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're allowed to feel like that, and you're allowed to express yourself. And even sometimes when things are crazy, it always reminds me of the situation. I don't know if you've ever been in it, but me and my one friend used to say it all the time. Like, you know how somebody's going to have a baby shower, and you're like, oh, fuck, I got to go to another shower. Shower's the most boring thing. We're going to play stupid-ass games. I don't know. I just think that they're so boring, and everybody hates them. But then if you don't get invited, you're like, well, why wasn't I invited? It's like, but now you don't have to make an excuse as to why you're not going to go, or you don't have to go. So why are you unhappy if somebody didn't invite you? But yet we are, because sometimes we just are not logical, and sometimes we act stupid, and sometimes we, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is, we're human, and that's how we are. And women are very complicated. That's the way they are. I don't think that you did anything wrong. And I don't think that this is a bit, like, I don't think it's a big deal in the scheme of things. It may be a big deal now, it may be a big deal tomorrow, but I think that eventually it's just going to go into the past and you guys will get past it. Son, are B's intentions with me sincere and honest? I would say no. No. They're not deceitful, but they may be over glorifying. They may not live up to the potential. Whatever it is that they're saying, they just might not live up to it. But you know why we're mad? We're mad because we know what's going on. The guys don't think it's a big deal because the way that the man thinks is, I got a new car, I'm going to the deli. But meanwhile, the women know what's going on. That's why we're mad. But for men, they're like, so what? It's no big deal. And even if she was trying to use me to make him jealous, so what? What's the big deal? Nothing happened. Who cares? I cared very much. You know why? Because it was deliberate. My feelings weren't taken into consideration because it was all about her in her head. But that's who she was at the time. I mean, I haven't seen her in years. She may have changed. But then it's like she always had the drama. She always had an excuse. Everything was always, overly dramatized with everything with her. So this just kind of added to it. Like, it was just craziness. Anyway, I was fucking pissed. Liz, how will Sunday night go? It should go well. I don't know what's going on, but if you listen to your intuition, things grow, change, and transform for the better and strengthen. So that's very positive. I take responsibility and I feel like I'm wrong too, and then I feel like I need to tell him I feel frustrated with him being so passive. Well, passive people can be frustrating. I don't blame you. And it bothers me that I have to make a lot of plans or calls and get things done. He's 100% there for me, but he's too passive. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but that just may be his personality, you know what I mean? Like, that may not change. I don't know. I feel like my brother is a little bit passive aggressive. Like, he could just tune you out. Like, you could be talking to him and he's not hearing any of it. But he looks like he is. You don't know how many times. How many times, like, we've been like, hey, what are we going to have for dinner tonight? Oh, you want pizza? What do you want on it? Vegetables? You want pepperoni? This one wants sausage? And then he'll be like, oh, what are we having for dinner? And you just want to punch him in the throat. But anyway. Yeah, he could be a little bit like that. I don't know if that changes, though. He just may be like that. And he may have the personality where you got to tell him, I need you to do this. Or it's your turn to do that. Because he just may not. That just may be how he is. Liz, love for this weekend. You're not holding yourself back. You're also not looking back on the past. You've got choices, and I think you're moving forward through divine timing. It looks like you've got a Pisces, a Cancer, and a Sagittarius here. romance heats up, and with the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. It should be a good weekend when it comes to love, but I don't think you're moving backwards. I think you're moving forward, and I think you have new opportunity coming in. Somebody could also make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Sepia did one for Miss Cherie. Speak knowledge. How did AB feel after we couldn't meet today? I think she was a little bit disappointed. Felt a little bit stuck and a little bit disappointed. But also thinks that you guys can meet up at another time relatively soon. So she's kind of looking forward to rescheduling it. It's a disappointment. Yeah. Lifeguard, is C interested in a romantic relationship with me? A little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of an interest there, I would say. Sepia, my surgery. I think it's going to go well. It may be, I don't know if it's a long recovery or, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It just may take a while. Like you may feel like stuck and stagnant for a while, but I think it goes well. The recovery process may be kind of long. I don't know what the situation is, but you may have to just have patience with this situation. But I think you're gonna. I think it's gonna move forward, and I think that you're gonna feel relief once it's done. Andrea, will I enjoy my new job? Yes, I think you will. Yes, yes, yes. Andrea, how will my birthday go? Happy birthday. How will my birthday go? Cause your celebration comes in. Things move forward. If you have plans, it looks like the plans go on as planned. If you don't have anything planned, you could have friends that are around. You've got a Capricorn, a Gemini. You've got another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, a Libra, a new beginning on the horizon, and success around your birthday. It should be a good day or a good event whenever you celebrate it. You know, sometimes if it falls during the week. But it should go well. Rimmel, how will my manager feel when she sees my request again tomorrow for my work change? It looks like she's going to accommodate you with the Justice card. You should get what you want out of it. She could feel like a little bit stuck between a rock and a hard place in the moment, but I think that she's going to try to do what she can to accommodate you. It looks like she's got choices and decisions, and if she can figure it out, she's going to figure it out for you. She may be annoyed, but, you know, not at you in particular, just in general with the changes, because that shit's annoying. But what are you going to do? That's how it is when you work in retail. Everybody has that. That's one of the benefits in working in those kind of places. Because I could change my schedule, that's why I worked there for so long. That schedule changed around everything else I did for years. There were some years where I only worked 2 days a week, and then there were some days where I worked 6 days a week. Some years where I worked 6, whatever I needed, I just switched it around. It's annoying, but you know what? That's the nature of the beast. Mario, update. I didn't get approved for the house. Really, I'm surprised. I'm surprised because it showed that you were going to get approved, which could mean that you're going to get approved for something else. Something else is going to come in, or your perseverance pays off. I don't know how it works. If you don't get approved the first time, can you reapply somewhere else? I don't know how that works. But you should get something. Cause for celebration comes in. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. And if you're looking to get into a house, you should be able to get into one sometime this year. And you have money coming in. Maybe that's it. Maybe money comes in and that changes it. You got the money here. I don't know. I don't know. The cards last time said that you were going to get approved. So it's one of two things. Either you come up with the money or the difference so that you do get approved, whatever the situation is, or something else is coming in that you're going to get relatively soon. What's going on with the Pisces? She has been totally silent. Okay, let's see. What is going on? Here she is. She needs alone time. She needs a little bit of space. She may go through that from time to time where she just feels a little overwhelmed, a little unsuccessful, a little bit burdened, and she just needs some space. Not much is going on. She's just kind of taking time to herself, which, I mean, everybody needs that, but some people need it more than others. Like some people can juggle the weight of the world for a really long time. Other people can't. Like I have a friend of mine who, she works full time and she does all kinds of crazy stuff, like crazy sports all the time. But when she needs to retreat, she needs to retreat. And yeah, that's just how she is. Where I feel for myself, I can kind of go and go and go for a long time. When I was working crazy, like full time, part time nonsense, what used to happen to me is I could go for months or even like a year and not need any time, and then all of a sudden I would just need to call in sick, and I would call in sick always 2 days in a row, always, and I would do nothing, just sit at home by myself. But then I was fine. That's me. And is she going to make a move towards me? Yeah, I think that you'll hear from her. You will hear from her. Yeah, she will make a move. When she kind of comes out of this funky period. Mystery, spirit messages around my career. Six of Earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, paying off debts. Oh, the Lovers, Archangel Raphael, he's my favorite. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. And the Ten of Air, the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. Maybe there's going to be a change for the positive, that's going to be very positive around your career. New career opportunities and a change. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Samantha, general reading. Things should change for you for the better quickly. Anxiety moves into the past and you're no longer holding yourself back. Moving forward, you have to focus on a side business or a side hustle could bring in extra money. It also looks like if you're currently in a committed relationship, things look good. Kind, caring, sincere, loving energy around. If you're not with anyone, a water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Stepping into your own ambition and your own strength and confidence helps to move your life forward. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business pays off. Being guided by the divine brings in choices. Not looking back on the past fondly, but a little bit of good luck. Life is moving forward. Could be planning a trip in the near future. You're also taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and that should serve you well. Adriana, what's coming in love? Well, it looks like you have growth, change, and transformation coming in and around your love life, but you have a lot of new energy coming in. Somebody could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You've got a Libra, a Scorpio, a Capricorn, and a Gemini here. You also may make a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and your love life can be moving forward with a soulmate connection. You also have an Aries here. You got new energy coming in, which is a good thing. Bella, will my contract be extended at work? Yes, I think it will be. Adriana, will Omar talk to me? Communication comes in at some point. Maybe within the next couple of weeks, things get unstuck and move forward. Mario, everything happens for a reason. Maybe this house wasn't the one for me. That's true. That's true. Harlem, why did the kid's father end the video chat so soon in my mom's house? Was he mad that they were there for the weekend? Really need a break. Okay, let's see. I think he was annoyed that they were there, but you deserve a break. You deserve a break. That's too bad for him if he doesn't like it. But like him ending the video chat with the kids, like why? Like why be short with the kids because he's annoyed because they're there? Like one thing doesn't equal the other. You know what I'm saying? Like he shouldn't rush the kids because he's annoyed at you. It's too bad. And what is he annoyed with you for? I mean, you deserve a break. People need a break. See what I just said about taking 2 days off and not leaving the house and sitting here by myself? I used to do that because sometimes you just need a break. Kira, what will be his honest impression of me on our date next Saturday? He will find you to be kind-hearted, sincere, and sweet. He'll think that you're intelligent, attractive, unique, smart, and intelligent, and successful. Things could kind of move forward pretty quickly. Things could move forward and take off. Let's see what happens. All right, let me leave that one down there. I'm going to go to this one to go back to the other. Risha, will my manifestation be successful in this month? I don't think it's going to be this month. Lena, finances for the next upcoming months. Looks pretty good. Could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Stepping into your own ambition. Feeling prepared for things to move forward around your career or work. And you got money coming in. Feeling better compensated and better respected. And you got a new journey on the horizon. Looks pretty good. Adriana, about work. You got the Magician here. The ability to manifest new opportunities and feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. You have a wish, put it out into the universe, and a little bit of good luck coming in. It also looks like you've got cause for celebration comes in around new job opportunities. Your perseverance pays off. You could have 2 new job opportunities that come in, and you might have to make a decision as to which one you want. They both look like they're pretty good, though. Success comes in around your career moving forward. It could also be paying off a bill of debt or a loan that could make you feel relief. May. What would a relationship be like with Connor the Leo? Yeah, kind of would be all over the place. So it's like at first you may find him to either lack perseverance or not put in a lot of effort. And you may have patience with him for a while, but then it looks like you lose interest and you walk away from him. But then he may be trying hard. And he may be trying to put in more effort, but it doesn't really seem like, I don't know. I think ultimately you walk away from the situation because he's not what you want. I don't think he lives up to the potential. I think that he kind of is half in, half out, and I don't think that's enough for you. So you may get bored with him quickly. Kira, what is happening around me? Got balance coming back to your life. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. You may be feeling a little bit more financially stable. You got money coming in, business contacts coming in, and feeling a little bit more stable. Life starts to move forward. It looks like you have a Taurus around that may be of significance. Divine timing and perseverance is pushing your life forward. Could be taking a road trip. You also may be working on a creative project or hobby. And you may feel like finally life is starting to move forward and things are starting to fall into place. Pearl, did Jack block me from seeing his Instagram story? Yes, I think he did. I didn't know you could do that. Karina, love. Love life should be moving forward. It looks like you've got a Sagittarius coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, you also have a Cancer. Divine timing pushes your love life forward. You got the Magician here, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief when a relationship moves forward. Soulmate connection and a committed relationship is coming. You may have to let go of an old wound or an old hurt in order to move forward. Now, if you're already with this person, then I would say it's a soulmate connection. Things are moving forward. Have patience. They move forward through divine timing. But you have to let go of an old wound or an old hurt in order for things to move forward. Looks pretty good, though. Mystery general for the weekend. Perseverance pays off. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care that will serve you well. Things could move forward. You may be spending time with a Taurus. You also have a Capricorn here. A disappointment moves into the past. And you're being guided by the divine. Take time, make sure that you take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, but otherwise it looks like you could have a busy weekend. Headed towards the 10 cups being full. That's pretty damn good. Pretty good. Pearl, was there any particular reason? I mean, if that is something that you can do, you can block somebody from the, I didn't realize that you could do that. I mean, if somebody has blocked you from seeing something, it's because they don't want you to see what they're putting up there, because they either feel that, this is what it says, either he's feeling embarrassed or he feels stuck or kind of ashamed. I mean, what the hell could it have been? Don't put it up there. I don't know. He may have been embarrassed by whatever it was, so he doesn't want you to see it. But why would you put up something that's embarrassing? That's really stupid. But it might not be, like, it may not be, like, it might be embarrassing to him to certain people. You know what I mean? Like, his, I don't know, friends or immediate circle may not think anything of it. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't realize that you could do that. Mystery, you're, yes. Good. Rest and relaxation is the best. Rupali, will Tanju and Atul be successful in meeting, convincing, and negotiating, settling money with Mukesh today? Looks successful, yes. Unit, my sister and I got into it again. I'm done with being unappreciated and it really hurts my heart. She accepts this trash bag guy before me. Those situations suck because you can't convince anybody. You know, this is an unfortunate situation because, and this reminds me of, like, my mom had boyfriends like this, but you can't convince somebody. They've got to figure it out for themselves, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but there's nothing that you can really do about it. The best thing you can do is let her have him and let her figure out who he is. And when she figures it out, that's when things will go back to normal with you. I know that that sucks and that's a shitty answer, but you just can't convince people. They just need to figure it out on their own. Unfortunately, some people don't get it the first couple of times. I mean, my mom had this guy. I mean, it was fucking nuts. It was nuts. And, you know, all of the signs were there. They were all there. Didn't have a job, didn't have a car. You know, all the signs were there. But you know what? He was good looking. He played the part. He showed up with a rose. She thought that he was wonderful. He had a really bad drug problem. I mean, we had some situations. But it's unfortunate that, I mean, even my poor grandfather, nobody could do anything about it. You know, she just had to figure it out on her own. And it did. She did. It took 2 years, but she figured it out and she ended up getting rid of him. I don't know whatever happened to him, but best thing that you can do for yourself is to take care of yourself and let this guy treat her like shit. And when she opens up her eyes, she'll realize that you were right, because she will. She will. She's pretty strong. Kira. That's so funny. Yeah, I know there's such tough lessons. I feel, and I could be wrong with this, but I feel like lessons, like when you have somebody in your life that it's like a love lesson, I feel like it's a harder learn than when it's with a friend. Like, I feel like if my mom had this friend that was in this, that was treating her like that, I don't think it would have been, she would have been friends with that person. But because it was a love thing, it took her a long time. I mean, this guy, I mean, my grandfather got him a job, and then he lost the job, and then he got another job. I mean, it was just craziness. Then there was one point where we couldn't let him drive because sometimes he would, I'm not even kidding, he would like, oh, I'm gonna go out and get ice cream. Yeah, what kind of ice cream you want? And then he would not come back. And he'd be like, where's my ice cream? So I had to drive him to work. I had to pick him up. I mean, what do we need here? Another child? But once again, like, even with that kind of control, it still didn't stop him from fucking up. Ugh. Noonet, my mother always chooses guys over us, and now they do it. I was crying all day because I was obligated to raise them as a child. Look at what I get. Yeah, but you see, this is the thing. You learned from it. They didn't. So it's like these people, my mother, even me in situations, I mean, my situations were different, but it all comes back to like people that are desperate for love, right? Like if I were to look at my mom, she was so desperate for this guy to love her, where you don't win. Like you don't go get anything when you're trying to get stuff from other people. She had to be stable on her own. Okay being alone. Not constantly, like way back when, before the internet, she joined some kind of dating service where you went in and made a video. And then, like, you would go to the library and watch all these videos because she couldn't be alone for 5 minutes, my mother. Why? Because she needed somebody else's approval. She needed somebody else to tell her how wonderful she was, and she had to be in love. These people were just playing a part. There was no real love there. The guy was a crackhead. I mean, you see what I'm talking about? But when you're desperate and you want to be loved and you want to feel like that, you believe it. The second guy, he was an even bigger asshole, but that's a whole other ball of wax. So it's not really that, yeah, you got stuck cleaning up this shit, but you know what? You're a really strong person, which I know it's like, I hate when people say that to me too. Well, you're strong, you can handle it. Fuck you. Maybe I'd like someone to come over here and clean up some of my messes. But you don't hold yourself back. You don't stand for the same kind of bullshit. You lay down the law, you set up boundaries. I know you have to deal with a lot of bullshit, but but you're stable. You know what I mean? Like, you're not looking for outside. You know, everybody wants to be told that they're loved. Everybody wants to be told that they're attractive. People like that, right? Nobody wants to be, oh, you look like shit. I don't like you. You go live by yourself somewhere and don't ever come out of the house because you're gross. Nobody wants to hear that. But if you need to have reassurance from being with somebody else, even when that person is not treating you right or isn't doing the right thing, and you're putting up with that just so that you're not alone, that's a really scary place to be. Whereas if you can say, listen, this isn't what I want, you're not treating me right, I'd rather be alone than have to deal with this, you're in a more powerful place. I mean, people get sucked into these relationships that suck all the time. And they can take 5 years, 10 years. Hell, some people, they get married and they can't stand each other. For what? What's the point? So I know that it sucks because you feel like you got the short end of the stick, but in an odd way, you really didn't, because you don't need this stuff. And at the end of the day, she's going to wake up. Your sister isn't going to be with this guy forever. It just sucks. Kira, tomorrow. You might be feeling successful around business. You also may no longer be feeling burdened or weighed down. The energy around you is pretty good. Could be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Negativity moves into the past. You may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or putting money aside for something. And you could hear from somebody you've been hoping to hear from. And I don't know. You have choices tomorrow. So I don't know if you're going to choose to stay home and hang out and do not much of anything, or if you're going to decide to go out, because you do have opportunity to go out. You got a couple of people here. You have a Cancer, a Capricorn, and a Taurus. If not go out, you may be on the phone or FaceTime or whatever. But there's people around you too. Days. Was my supervisor being real of my improvement? I think so. I don't think supervisor's going to lie. Yes. Yeah. Supervisor's not going to lie. You know what I mean? It doesn't serve you. They have to be real. Otherwise, if you're fucking shit up, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, you improved. No, I think that's a good thing. Thank God, right? Noonet. There's a girl, Alexis, who is bi. Is she... Okay, is Alexis into me? Yes, I think she is a little bit, yeah. A little bit, yeah. Like, I wouldn't say she was in love with you, but she may be curious about you or interested or whatever. Noonan, I had a phone interview with Tori Birch. It was off guard, and I did okay. It's been 6 years since I had to. Will I get the assistant supervisor? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that you did really well, and you got it. You got a good shot at it. I think you could get it. Yeah. Let's see what happens. That would be great. Magic says, I love listening to your life advice, spiritual lessons. Thank you. While you're high? Great. Simran, did I have a panic attack or anxiety today in front of my mom? How do I fix the problem? I've been trying to relax, but when I get stressed out, it gets bad sometimes. Panic attacks are no joke. Yeah, I think it was a panic attack. I almost dropped dead in the Neelam boutique once. I don't know if that's a chain, Neelam boutique. It's where like you buy like fancy dresses, like if you're going to a wedding or a prom or something like that. And I had to go in there. I think I went in there to buy shoes for my brother's wedding, and I was alone, and all I could think about is, oh my God, I'm going to drop dead here, and and I'm alone. It's like, for me, like the panic attacks would start, and then I would feel like anxiety in my chest. And sometimes what I feel the first thing to go is like, you kind of go deaf and you don't hear anything. And then the next step is it kind of goes black and white. And then that's when I talked myself out of it. I was like, I can't pass out here. I can't pass out here. I've never passed out. I've just always thought I was going to. My one friend said, I mean, it's funny when you look back on it, what we went through. She said that she was in the bank when it happened, and she was holding on to the velvet ropes. She was like, I swear to God, I was going to go down. I was going down. What you can do about it. Breathing exercises help. Also, trying to figure out what it is that's triggering the panic attacks. Like for me, sometimes you know what it is, right? You got to give a speech. That makes you anxious. You got to take a test. Okay, we know what it is. But sometimes it happens for no reason. Like I would not have any idea why I was feeling so anxious. And sometimes it's like inside, I would feel like there was a tornado going on inside. But I felt like I looked very calm and I was talking very calm. But if somebody were to like take an x-ray of me, it felt like there was a tornado spinning around. I got past it. I got past that. I still get anxiety sometimes, but not like that. Even when I was a kid, I used to get bad anxiety. I didn't know what it was. I just thought that like my stomach hurt. We got to figure out what it is that's causing it. And if you can't figure it out, you don't know what it is, then you just have to kind of talk yourself out of it and find something that takes away the anxiety. Like, for me, I found that yoga really helped. That's how I got, well, that's how I got into yoga, but not because of anxiety, because when I looked back on my life, I saw that I wasn't suffering from so much anxiety while I was in yoga. I felt like it helped. And I also felt like physical activity tends to help. Any kind, even just going out for a walk for a few minutes can help. They can be really debilitating, but it's really common, and you can kind of get past it pretty easily. You know, you got to figure out what it is that's causing it, if you can. Like I said, sometimes I couldn't figure out what was causing it, and I would just have to accept that. I don't know why I feel anxious, but I'm going to go out for a walk, or I'm going to go sit in the woods somewhere and try to get away from everything and see if that can calm me down. I mean, life is stressful. It really is. It's stressful. If you can figure out what it is that's causing it, then you have to, what I always do is like break it down of what's going to happen if. So, if you have anxiety about giving a speech, okay, so if I get up there and I stumble over my words, what's going to happen? Nothing. If you have to pay a bill and you don't have the money and you have to pay it late, what's going to happen? Nothing. If you call them up and tell them, listen, I don't have the money right now. I can pay half of it. Is that okay? And I can give you the half when I get paid next week. Okay, what's going to happen? Nothing. So whatever the situation is, I always would be like, okay, what's going to happen? You have to take a test. You fail the test. Okay, what's going to happen? Nothing. What's going to happen? Nothing. Nothing's going to happen. You'll have to retake the test, or you'll have to retake the class. But life isn't going to end. The world is going to still continue to spin. The sun's going to come up. The sun's going to go down. Life is going to go on. But most of the time, I think we work ourselves up for no reason. For whatever the reason, some people are more susceptible to it than others. Some people, they just don't give a shit. I wish I could be more like that, but I'm not. Kira, love for the rest of February. You may feel like relationships are moving forward pretty quickly or falling into place. Got a new journey on the horizon, feeling well respected, and you may be feeling like the relationships are functioning well. You've got an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You got choices. Then you got a Sagittarius coming in. You're no longer holding yourself back, being guided by the divine. Between now and the end of February, you could feel as if you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief when a soulmate connection moves forward. But you might have choices around soulmate connections. Let's see what happens. It looks like a pretty good month. Unit, I had an anxiety attack today because of stress until I fell asleep. Should I take the Tory Bush position or the Amazon driver? Okay, let's see. Tory Bush. Birch. Wait, let me start that out. Should I take the Tory Birch position? Amazon driver. I would do the Amazon driver. You got to wish around that. I cut my other booty bumpers off. Simran, how does my mom feel after seeing me break down? She feels bad. It feels bad. I mean, nobody wants to see anybody go through that. Anxiety and panic is no fucking joke. It's no joke. She felt bad. And there's nothing that you can do. You can't stop. There's nothing you can do to stop it. I think that she wishes that there was more that she could do for you. The Fool is here, which means she may want to start some kind of a new journey with you. I don't know what that is, but you guys will figure it out. And that maybe to take your mind off things, or as some kind of an avenue to get away from some of the stress. because, you know, it's no joke. I'm telling you, if you ever get to that point where you think you're going to pass out and you go deaf, and then it's like, I don't know how else to explain it. It's really scary. It's really scary. And then all I could think about that day is that I'm going to be laying here on the floor. Nobody knows I'm here. You know, I just ran in to go buy a pair of shoes. And I can't remember if I was standing on the stool, and then all these kids came in like looking for homecoming dresses, and it just got chaotic, and I don't know, bad memories came back to me, and I really thought I was going to pass out. And it's not good. HK, should I tell James or Bryce to come over tonight? Okay, James. Bryce. Both look like good options, but I would say James is a little bit better. Noonet, will I knock the boots with Bernard at the end of February? The opportunity is there, 70% chance, yes, you will. My brother, no joke, doesn't suffer from anxiety, but one time, I mean, we were laughing at him, but for whatever reason, he had like a panic attack, and it was at work when he worked with me, and he comes into my room, and he was like, I'm having a heart attack. And I had suffered from anxiety for so long. I was like, nah, it's a panic attack, you're fine. He's like, no. He's like, I'm going to go to the hospital. I hope he's not watching, so he'll be mad at me. So he made his wife take him to the hospital, and it was a panic attack. But he, till this day, he'll be like, I still think it was a heart attack. It wasn't. He was like 20 at the time, or 25. But, you know, that's how it feels. My friend that almost passed out in the bank, she's like, I was holding on to the velvet ropes. I think I'm up to Nav. Why did Ammon WhatsApp me in the middle of the night and then delete it? His intent. Because he wanted you to see it so that you would reach out to him. He sent you a message knowing that it was the middle of the night, you weren't going to see it. Deleted it knowing you weren't going to see it, but you would see he deleted it so that you could reach out to him. Games. He's playing games. You know, it's like the butt dial. You know, it's like when somebody, oh, I didn't mean to call you. Then, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Shelby, what is my son facing mentally? I can't give you a diagnosis from the cards. I don't know. The cards can't give you a diagnosis. If he's suffering from mental issues, he should see someone. Yeah, I can't give you a diagnosis. I don't know. Lady, may I have a card, please? You just want one card for Lady Blind Wolf? One card for Lady Blind Wolf. Not bad. Page of Cups. Could be hanging out with a creative person. You could be picking up a creative hobby. You might be spending time with the Pisces. Whatever it is, this is pretty good creative energy around you. Tiana, your feelings are valid because he was using her. Well, she was using him. And yeah, it could have ended poorly. Well, that guy, That old boyfriend that she had, he was a. But you're right. The whole that whole situation was really stupid. uh, Etiana, why is Tanton trying to get on my good side his current intentions? All right, I don't know what your relationship is with him, but he may be looking for things to move forward. If you feel like you put in a whole lot of hard work and you didn't see much of a payoff, and you've been annoyed with him recently and he knows it, he's looking to make a better impression on you and for things to move forward. He's looking for growth, change, and transformation to come in and around the situation, and he's looking for life to come back into balance. I don't know, though, how you're going to feel about um, revisiting that situation. But anyway, he's looking for like a new beginning or trying to like smooth things over. Oh, Etiana, I didn't see. When you donate on Cash App, if you could just send the question with the blue heart. When I see the blue heart, I know that you did. And then I'll just answer it. Um, Simran, when will I start feeling joyful? I'm always practicing gratitude, but I always get irritated with my family members and having to deal with them. Will I feel better when I move out and go back to campus? Yes, that's exactly it. You need a break. When you are in a different environment and you get a break from your family, yeah, I mean, listen, they're our family. We love them, but they're fucking annoying. Everybody's family is. That's why it's so funny when people get upset when oh, why does my friends talk shit about me? Everybody does. You love your family, but they get on your fucking nerves. That's just how we are as humans. You need a break from them. Once you're in a different environment, not only are you going to feel better, but you're also going to have a better relationship with them. Sometimes it's just too much. You just need some space. That's why, like, after my mom died, my grandmother wanted me to live with her. No, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I mean, it was really expensive to live here on my own, but I had to. You know, she was my grandmother, but it just I could not have lived with her. And sometimes you gotta do what's best for you. And I think that when you move out, you're gonna be in a better place. Where am I? I'm on this one. Damn. Noonet. The same. Okay. Same as Simran's. When will I start feeling joyful? I'm practicing gratitude. I was getting. Yes, when you move out. Let's see. Or if you don't live with them, when you take. If you don't live with them, but they're getting on your nerves, taking some time away from them. You just need a little bit of space. The thing is that, like, my one friend, her therapist used to always tell her, write a gratitude list, and she used to get so mad at me. Not at me, but she would get mad at the therapist, and then she'd come home and she would be like, she told me that I should be thankful for my hair, and I should be thankful for my eyes, and I should be thankful for my nose, and she's like, and I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Like, everybody, nobody else is doing this. How come I have to do it? And I understood exactly what she was saying. But sometimes when you focus more on what you're grateful for, and you see what other people, don't have, you're like, well, damn, okay, things aren't so bad. But on the other hand, sometimes it's like, life is, it's a shit show. It's not what it's cracked up to be. It's not the fairy tale that we're sold as little children, with the fairy princess that's going to come and give you, or the tooth fairy or whoever. It's like it's a shit show here. So it's hard to find joy or feel joyful when most things that happen are shitty or they're disappointing. But that's the trick, making lemonade out of lemons, or finding the bright side of the shitty situation. It's life. I know, it's not easy. Noonet. How is February for you? Excuse me. February looks pretty good. Life is moving forward. You're headed towards the 10 cups being full. You got a new job opportunity here. Got a new journey on the horizon. You could reconnect with an old person from the past, an old friend. Somebody from your past may be showing up, and you got a Capricorn coming in. It also looks like you have cause for celebration that comes in around feeling successful around work. This new job, whichever one you decide on, may be a good thing for you. It may change the energy around you, the people around you, and you just may be like a breath of fresh air. So I think that's going to help. Noonan, energy check right now. Energy around you isn't bad. It's not bad. It's like things are changing for the better quickly. Disappointments are moving into the past. The energy is kind of like the hard work that you put in is coming back to you, whether you believe it or not. But the energy around you is good. It's like flowing energy towards the future, or life moving forward. Etienne he's kind and caring, but I felt he was rushing for intimacy too fast. I got upset and went off on him. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You can't rush intimacy. You can rush sex, but sex is one thing and intimacy is another thing. If you're looking for a relationship and to be really intimate with someone, you can't rush that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do it at your own time and your own pace. And he has to understand that. And if he doesn't, then you have every right to go off on him. Julie, work for next week. You should be feeling better respected, better compensated, grounded and stable, focused, and like you got some good karma coming back to you. It should be good. Simon, how will May 2022 be like? Excited but nervous. Energy around you is like a new beginning starts. The hard work that you put in comes back to you. Disappointment moves into the past. Life moves forward pretty quickly. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study, feeling grounded and stable and excited for life to move forward. I don't know what's going on, but it looks good. Julie, still a good chance with Brooktail. I haven't applied yet. Yeah. Yeah, you could get hired there. Yeah, I would apply. I would apply. Simran, current energy check. Not bad. Being guided by the divine towards stability. Not bad at all. Anxiety is moving into the past. That's a good thing. That anxiety is moving into the past. You should be feeling better either later today or tomorrow. All right, let me go back here. Oh, you canceled you canceled your party? I hope that you do something. Even with the one friend that said that they would come, do something with that person. Who here haven't I gotten to yet? Shelby says he was diagnosed with schizophrenia. Unspecified. Is this a lie? Okay. Is it a lie? Well, it's not a lie, no. Like the doctor that diagnosed him believes that. But if you don't believe that that's true, I would go see a second opinion or a second or a third opinion. Because that's, I mean, it's a serious diagnosis, but I believe it can be controlled with medication. But it's not a lie. Like the doctor didn't lie about it. This is what the doctor's saying that it is. That's what they believe it is. Coco, in the past reading, you told me that I'll be hanging out with an older man. Do I know this man or is it someone new? I think it's someone new. Did I do Anonymous? I can't remember. Anonymous for February? I think I may have. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I have, maybe I didn't. Maggie, will I be in a steady partnership this year? And if yes, when? I'm only getting a 33% chance yes, which means it may be later in the year. Essence, general for February. Life changes for the better quickly. Got a little bit of good karma coming back to you, and you may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Could be focused on a side hustle that brings in extra money, and you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan in February. Christine, when will E be home from the hospital? All right, I don't know what the situation is, like, or what kind of why they're in the hospital. The Jack could be within the next 11 days, so they could be coming home pretty soon. If they have to do some kind of a rehab and they're going to be in for an extended period of time, the clubs would be the summer. I don't think it's going to take that long. I would say probably 11 days or maybe within 2 weeks. Georgia, general for next week. I never answered anonymous. Okay, thanks. General for next week looks good. That's some nice money coming in. The hard work that you put into business, work, or school pays off. You got plenty of money coming in. You could be spending time with a soulmate connection. You may have choices. Looks like you've got stepping into your own ambition is helping push your life forward. You could be spending time with a soulmate connection, but you also could be spending time with friends or family at some point next week. Looks like the weight of the world is slipping off your shoulders and life starts to move forward and change for the better quickly. We do anonymous general for February. A disappointment moves into the past. You're being guided by the divine to a Capricorn, or you meet a Capricorn through divine timing. Maybe picking up a new creative project of some type or creative hobby, and you've got the ability to manifest new opportunities. Love cup is full. If you're with someone, great. If you're not with anyone, growth, change, and transformation comes in and around your love life. You've got a Leo and a Scorpio here. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. You're no longer holding yourself back, and you feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. Not bad. Simran, love reading. I want to meet someone new, but I'd rather meet them in person naturally than meet them online. Just a personal preference, but because of lockdown, I barely have anywhere to go. Well, it does look like you have new energy coming in at some point. That looks like it could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have a Virgo here that's new energy. Divine timing is guiding you. A little bit of good luck comes in and things move forward. You know, I hate this because it sounds like really pathetic, like windbag when people say shit like this, but it's the truth. Even being on lockdown, even not going online, you could still meet someone. You know, I mean, it sounds like, where am I going to go? Meet him in my bathroom or in the laundry room? But that's not true. You know what I mean? Like you can meet the delivery guy. You could be I don't know, go to wherever, the doctor's office, the pharmacy, and you could meet someone. So even though the circumstances look like they're stacked against you, you still could meet someone even though the opportunities are looking kind of shitty. I don't think that these lockdowns are going to go through the spring. I think by the time we get to the spring, most of the places are going to be open. Because that's what planetarily is showing, but God help me, it looked like that last year too. So hopefully this time things move forward. I know a lot of people are feeling like that. Like, I never go anywhere. I barely leave the house. How are things going to change? But things are going to change. It's showing that. It may take time. It could be like a long and winding road, but it's going to change. It's frustrating. Now, the online thing, I don't really like the online thing. I mean, I don't think it's for everyone. And if you don't want to do it, I don't think you have to do it. I still think you can meet someone. Like, one thing doesn't equal the other. You could not be online and meet someone tomorrow. You could be online for 20 years like my friend's sister and not meet anyone. Or meet one shithead after the next. And then wind up meeting somebody who you didn't meet online. My mom, with the dating services, she did. She dated one guy, Steve. But the guy that she wound up with, she didn't meet him through that dating service. He was the waiter at the restaurant that her and her coworkers went out. Like, her and her coworkers went out to dinner, and he was the waiter. That's how she met him. So you could go out to dinner with your friends and meet the waiter. Like, that shit happens. But it's hard to predict that kind of stuff. Like, you can't really predict it. You can just see that it's going to happen. Georgia, love for next week. Virgo could be around tomorrow. You're the one that's got the Virgo around. Yes, right? Virgo, there's cause for celebration that comes in. You may be spending time together. Communication looks good. You also could have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Anxiety around love moves into the past. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries serves you well. And you may feel like things are moving forward. Not bad. Essence, what's next in love for me in February? I think that things are moving forward with you, and you may be walking away from people, places, and things that you feel no longer serve you. And with that, negativity moves into the past. Passion and options come in. You have a Taurus, you have a Pisces. You're not feeling stuck or stagnant. And the hard work that you've put into love is coming back to you. A disappointment moves into the past. I think you got new energy coming in. You could also have a Cancer coming in. Scenario, is the connection with Bez the Libra dead to the bed? I don't think this connection's done yet, no. Essence, how will this weekend go? I'm all right. I hope you are too. Average, you know. How will this weekend go? It should go well. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You got money coming in. You're no longer feeling stuck. Your intuition is heightened and you're listening to it. The hard work that you put into the weekend, you get back. So if you're looking to like go out or hang out or do any of that kind of stuff, the more effort you put in, the better. If you decide to just stay at home and relax, that more effort that you put in, the better. It does look like at some point you are taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. But it could be a busy weekend. You have an Aries around, and Aries comes in this weekend. And you have money coming in. You also may feel like life is moving forward this weekend. It's a good weekend, not bad. Sarah, will I be meeting the Virgo or the water sign in love life through school? Could be. You got about a 70% chance, yes. Jay, what is Jay's current feelings towards me? Has a lot of respect for you. May think that you're kind, caring, and compassionate, sincere, serene, easy to get along with, hardworking, successful, and attractive. Tan knows how I feel about birthdays. Knowing I canceled mine, I think it's the reason he's being nice to me after pushing him away. Now I feel bad because he seems to be the only one that cares. Don't feel bad. This reminds me of myself. It's like, how do I explain it? Because I know I've been in this situation before. Somebody has done something where you feel like they kind of disrespected you, or they weren't listening to they weren't respecting your wishes, like they were whatever. And then it's like, now they're being nice, but that doesn't mean that you should feel bad. You know what I mean? Like, they earned the way, like, you yelled at them because they earned that. If they're being nice to you because they feel bad for something else, they're different situations. But I know, because I would feel bad too. But don't feel bad, because you didn't like go off on him for no good reason because you were in a bad mood. You went off on him because you explained something to him and he wasn't taking you seriously. And in a situation like that, you need to be taken seriously. Like, we're not joking around. This isn't like, I'm not looking to just randomly hook up with you. And respect me for that. If I wanted that, I would go out and find that. And so he kind of earned you kind of giving it to him, which is good because you earned his respect. You know, if you would have just gone along with whatever he wanted, then he wouldn't have the respect for you that he does. But now that the birthday thing is coming up, he's trying to be nice to you. Don't feel bad, because the two things don't have, one thing has nothing to do with the other. But I know I would feel bad too, and I don't know why. I think that a huge thing is that we all of us have to stop feeling bad, because that's kind of like our downfall. Like, people that feel bad give people the benefit of the doubt when they don't deserve it. And we put ourselves second when we don't deserve it. And we question ourselves when that's not fair to us. If you should feel bad for anyone, like, you should feel bad for yourself. but no, I know. I know. But don't feel bad. And let him do something nice for you for your birthday. And then you know what? You build a relationship built on mutual trust and respect, and then you can have the intimacy. Because then that will happen organically and not rushed and, you know, whatever. Amazing me. Did C expect me to reach out to him or wanted me to reach out to him to show I was interested? I think he expected you were going to reach out to him. James R. Should I move forward with the plans regarding C? Yes. Yeah, I would move forward. HK, does James want to see me tonight? Yes, I think he does. Simran, did my mom tell my dad about my breakdown? I don't think she did, or I don't think she told him yet. Simran, when will I meet the Virgo, the water sign, in love? Could be sometime this spring. Sometimes spring looks good for you when it comes to love. Nemechek. Will me and Jocelyn would go well for the entire year in terms of relationship? It kind of seems to be going downhill a bit. Well, you have potential here for the rest of the year, yeah. I mean, relationships tend to kind of, you know, they can have ups and downs, but it looks like there's potential here to work it out. Check in with the way that you feel, and if you want the relationship to move forward. The potential is here to be together for the rest of the year, but if you're second guessing yourself, you know, I would give it a good couple of weeks and see how you feel, because I think it's kind of normal to kind of go through that, especially if you've been together a little while. Simran, how does my mom currently think and feel about me? I think she thinks that you're hardworking, smart, and intelligent. I think she thinks that you're attractive, growing, changing, transforming, and maturing. She may feel like you've come a long way and that you're well prepared and you're successful. Crystal, is Rodney open to a relationship with me? I would say, yeah, he could be. He could be. There's potential here. Ronnie, for the next few months. Could be working on a creative project of some type. The love cup here is full and you could have new energy come in. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Get a Cancer and a Leo entering, also an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. No longer feeling stuck or held back. You got money coming in. Could have a new job or business opportunity where you feel like you're being better compensated and better respected and your perseverance pays off. You may be taking a travel. You may be planning a trip. The hard work that you put into your career is coming back to you. Davy, Julie's energy towards me. Pretty good. Growth, change, and transformation. Like she's made it to the top of the mountain. She can breathe a sigh of relief. She's not holding herself back. The energy is positive. High vibration for this weekend. Feeling prepared for life to change for the better quickly. Negativity moves into the past and your life moves forward towards greener pastures. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. You could have a Gemini around this weekend. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It'll serve you well. And you might make a decision to walk away from something or someone that you feel no longer serves you. Dorothy, what's coming towards me? Your intuition is heightened. Definitely listen to it. Balance is coming back to your life. You got some money coming in. You also have a new journey on the horizon. Romance heats up if you're with someone great. If you're not with anyone right now, you have an Aries coming in. That could be a potential. A disappointment is moving into the past. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. And you could reconnect with an old friend that you haven't seen in some time. Summer, did he log out of my Hulu account? I think he did. Kara, general for the weekend. Have patience this weekend. If you're working on something, if there's a Sagittarius in your life, you may be spending time with them. It looks like you could be, somebody could make you an offer around love. That would be hard to turn down. And that may be with that Sagittarius. It also could be with a Libra that's around. It looks like take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It will serve you well. Feeling grounded and stable and confident, stepping into your own strength also serves you well. Out of the clear blue sky, something spontaneous and fun could happen this weekend, and you may make a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that you feel no longer serve you. You also could be feeling a little bit more financially stable. Nemechek, would there be a chance that Jocelyn and me will move in together? She's planning to go to Houston, and I want to convince her to rent an apartment together. You got about a 70% chance, yes, you can convince her to move out and rent an apartment with you. You can make that happen. The thing is that it could be just much cheaper for her to live in Houston. That's the thing. But let's see what happens. I would talk to her about it. Davy, for love this weekend. You may be prepared for negativity to move into the past, and things could change for you for the better quickly. Got an air sign around Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If you have a wish, put it out into the universe and the ability to manifest new opportunities. It looks like you're not holding yourself back. Love could move forward this weekend. Air sign is around you, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Passion is coming in. There also could be a Taurus around and a Capricorn. Could be a pretty good weekend for love. Oh, I did that one. Julie, how's Dee and Tracy doing now? Well, they may be okay for a while. You know, when's that baby coming? But, you know, I feel bad for him because I think that he's either in the middle of realizing or he's already made the realizations as to what's gone on. And I don't think that this relationship is going to last. And I think that he's going to be kind of hurt by it. It's going to be hard for him, I think, to put it past him. But right now, things may be okay. I'm not convinced it's going to stay that way. Never check general for February. Well, you got a soulmate connection here that could be moving forward. You also may be feeling like all of a sudden life moves forward and gets unstuck. You got money coming in. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Could be focused on a side business or a side hustle. Somebody could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, especially if you're working a lot or you're kind of all over the place. A disappointment moves into the past, and a new journey begins. Not bad. Julie, how long do you see me staying at the job I'm currently at? I asked because the traveling cost is too much. You could probably change jobs within the next couple of weeks. Maybe within the next 4 weeks. Yeah, you could get something else and get rid of that if it's too expensive and not worth it. Magic, will I pass my online test in the morning? You should pass, yes. Silnai. Am I on the right path with my financial ambitions? Yeah, more or less, yeah. Maisha, will he leave me alone? If you lay down the law, put your foot down, and you don't take his calls, he'll leave you alone. Yes. It might take a minute for him to digest it, but he gets the hint. Divine Cancer. Oh, thank you. I got your message before. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was like this morning. Renew. Oh, wait a minute. Lose. Career for the first week of February. You're very focused. You're very busy. You're working hard. Somebody could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Stepping into your own self-confidence and your own strength pushes your career forward. Should be a nice week. Renew. The next week's reading. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business, whatever you do all day, comes back to you and you feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. Growth, change, and transformation is coming in and around your life. You may be very focused on work or school, whatever you do all day. Take time for yourself, rest, relaxation, and self-care. And you could be hearing from somebody that you've been hoping to hear from, or somebody that you haven't heard from in a while, or waiting on news that you've been hoping to hear. You should get the news. Pinky, CR's current feelings and next actions. This person looks like they're stuck and stagnant, and I don't see much happening from them. I don't know when the last time you spoke to them was, but it looks like the timing around the situation is poor. If you want to speak to them, I wouldn't wait on them. I would reach out to them because they're showing as the Hermit. Kid Lily, does he still love me romantically? I would say he still cares about you, but I can't tell you that at this point he's still in love with you. It looks like there's time, space, and distance between the two of you, and it looks like his life has moved in a different direction. I mean, it's not to say he doesn't still care about you. He does. Oriella, is Stephen attracted to me? What does he want from me? He does find you attractive. I don't know what your relationship is with him, but he may not think that you're into him, or he may not think that he has a chance. But he would entertain a relationship with the Two of Cups. That could be possible. Julie, by the summer the baby should be here. Do you see her starting back up once the new baby starts walking, or before? Maybe around the time the baby starts walking. Or maybe like sometime within the first year. Yeah. Baron, how did F feel about me today? I don't know if she was flirting. I think she was flirting. Feels like you're successful, has a lot of respect for you. Cause for celebration comes in around perseverance. Shmante, what are his next moves towards me? You have a wish around the situation. He's got, he should reach out to you, or you should hear from him. That should be the next thing. Anxiety around the situation moves into the past when communication picks up. Crystal, does my nephew plan on moving with his dad? Yes, I think he does. Journal for this weekend. You got a new journey here on the horizon. That's not bad. It also looks like you may be feeling very focused or working on a side business, a side hustle, or even school, wherever you are. It depends where you are in your life. You could be feeling financially stable. You may be feeling like life is starting to move forward this weekend. You got a Capricorn that comes in. If you have a wish, put it out into the universe. Angels. Messages, my spirit guides. Okay, spirit cards. Knight of Air, intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. Ten of Fire, too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related concerns. Ten of Earth, a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things. Simone wants spirit messages. Knight of Fire, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence, and think things through carefully. Eight of Fire, events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. Four of Air, time to take a rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Pisces moon, what are his feelings and energy towards me? Energy is good. It's well balanced and stable. He may think that you're smart and intelligent, strong, perseverant, and grounded. Rose, I offer a year ago a relationship offer and he refused it. How is he feeling towards me now that I have moved forward? Well, I think he's always thought that you were a kind, caring, loyal person. I think that you moved forward and he kind of expected that that was going to happen eventually anyway. I think he's kind of happy for you. And I think that, I think it's a good thing that you moved forward because he's kind of stuck and stagnant and not really doing all that much. I think he's happy for you that you moved forward. He wants you to be happy and he does think highly of you, but he's just not. Either he's not looking for a relationship now or he's just not the relationship type at this point in his life. Oh, good night, Kara. You're very welcome. Simran, how does my brother currently think and feel about me? He's got a lot of respect for you, thinks that you're successful. May think that you're smart and intelligent and perseverant. Is he younger than you? He may feel that you're highly intelligent, perseverant, and successful. Not bad. Is there anybody here I have an answer for? It's snowing out. I wonder how much snow. We're supposed to get like, I think we're supposed to get like a foot. Oh man, fucking snow. Anybody here I haven't answered for yet? I can't see, I can't tell. Oh, it's starting to snow where you are? It started here. Like, it was kind of flurrying on and off all day. And then it stopped for a while, and then it was coming down. Like 9 o'clock when I took the dog out, it was coming down. Mel, will Rose pay me the money that I'm charging her for the form? Will Rose pay me the money that I'm charging her for the form? She's going to pay you the money. Yep. She should pay it to you. Alrighty. That is it for me. I will, I'll be on tomorrow at some point because I think we're going to be snowed in. And because, you know, I'll be on tomorrow anyway, even if we weren't snowed in. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all very, very much for being here tonight. Have a great evening. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.